All right. Okay, thank you. All right, everybody. I am Julia, for those of you who do not know me, and I am so happy that you are here. Today, I'm going to take you through an hour-long vinyasa practice. We'll take a few minutes at the beginning to just kind of drop out of our minds, settle in, and get comfortable. And I invite you to just listen to your body, take whatever you need, and enjoy this hour for yourself. If you're listening on the playlist, you can go ahead and start it. And then find your way to whatever comfortable seat suits you in this moment. So you can sit cross-legged, maybe up on your knees, in a reclined position, whatever suits your body in this moment in time as we settle into our practice. Once you're settled, you can gently soften your gaze, close your eyes. Just taking a moment to get present right where you're at.
I just lost you. Oh, shoot.
Once you find your comfortable place on your mat, softening your gaze, closing your eyes, I want you to start paying attention to your breath. Paying attention to the way it feels on your inhales and exhales. Maybe you notice the way it feels as it's coming in through your nose. Maybe it's cold on that inhale, warm on that exhale. Whatever it may be, just take it for what it is. Breathing with no particular pattern, just wherever your natural breath may be. Taking a moment to take an inventory on your thoughts, letting them come in without judgment, letting them ease on their way like clouds drifting through the sky. Maybe you start deepening those inhales and exhales, pulling that cleansing breath deep into your lower belly. I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's a simple word that comes up to you in this moment of stillness. Maybe it's simply to be present here today for this hour that you've chosen to take for yourself. Maybe it's peace, surrender. Maybe you want to cultivate a little bit more joy. Take a moment to find whatever may be calling to you in this moment. Pulling it into your heart, into your mind space. Next inhale, deepen into our lower bellies, breathing low into it. Bringing that breath up into our mid bellies, raising up into our lungs, all the way up, sipping all the air in. Open your mouth. Exhale, let it out. One more time. Inhale through your nose into your low belly. Mid. all the way up into your lungs, filling in every little pocket of air. Open your mouth, side out. One more time, just like that. Into your low belly, mid belly, traveling all the way up into your rib cage, into your lungs, filling, sucking in every little last bit of air at the top, holding it, opening your mouth, exhaling it out. If you're ready, you can gently flutter your eyes back open, welcoming in sunlight, bringing your awareness back into this space. Wherever you have found that comfortable seat, I invite you to meet me in a cross-legged position. On our inhales, we're going to reach our arms up overhead. On exhale, we're going to fold to the right. Your right arm coming down to the ground. Paying attention to the energy running up your left side body. Then inhale, swoop those arms back up. Exhale to the left. Keeping those sit bones rooted into the earth. Inhale, swoop your arms back up. This time, exhale, we're going to fold forward. Maybe grabbing your block to bring the earth a little bit closer. Resting your forehead on your mat, on the earth. Really rooting in, grounding into the space. Breathing that air into your back body. Noticing how it feels as it travels down. On an inhale, find your way back up. Reaching the arms up overhead, all the way up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So your right hand firmly planted on the mat behind you. Your left hand may place on top of your right knee. Gaze drifting over your right shoulder. Settle in here into this twist. Inhale, swoop those arms back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Left arm rooting behind you. Right hand on left knee. Bringing out the energy. Inhale, swooping the arms back up. Exhale into that forward fold again, making space. Inhale, swoop your arms back up overhead. Exhale, bring them to your heart center. We're going to switch the cross of our legs. So bringing whatever leg was in the back up to the front. Inhale, swooping your arms up overhead. Exhale, draping over to the right. Right hand to the earth, left hand energetically placed overhead. Noticing the sensation of your left side body. On an inhale, rise back up. Exhale, drape to the left. Breathing into that right side body. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, fold. Breathing into that back body. Hands energetically rooting into the earth. Maybe you tint your fingers. And inhale, swoop all the way back up. Exhale, twisting to the right. Right hand behind you. Left knee gently. Left hand gently placed on the right. Maybe you close your eyes here as you feel into the sensation in your spine. Tuning in to wherever you may feel it in your body. On an inhale, swoop your hands back up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, swooping those arms up overhead one more time. Exhale as you fold. Taking a moment here to come back to your intention, your breath, quieting whatever chatter may be going through your mind, dropping back into your body, into your breath. On an inhale, we're going to swoop our arms back up overhead. Exhale as your hands come to heart center. Slowly rolling forward onto our knees, coming into a tabletop position. I invite you to take a moment here to find some gentle movement in your body. Maybe you just rock back and forth, waking up your wrists. Maybe you spin around and come back, sit on your heels, roll out your wrists. Really waking up your body, warming up your wrists. A moment for you to just move in whatever way feels good. Couple more moments. Meeting me in stillness in a tabletop position. We're going to inhale, reaching the right hand towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Meaning thread the needle, stretching the left arm out in front of you, tinting the fingers. Maybe your knees stay lifted. Maybe your hips come back to the earth in a child's pose in this twist. Tuning in to what you need. Inhale, bring that left hand back up under you, swooping that right arm up overhead, placing it firmly back down on the earth. A little bit more of that gentle movement in the wrists, rocking back and forth. Finding stillness in the tabletop position on an inhale, reaching the left arm up overhead. Exhale it through under the right, thread the needle, right fingers out in front of you, tinting, pressing into the earth, your ear resting on the mat. And inhale, bringing that right hand back on your shoulder, swooping the left arm up overhead one more time. Exhaling as it comes to the earth. In that tabletop position, we're going to go through a couple rounds of cat-cow. So on your inhale, drop your belly, bring your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale, dropping the belly, tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, really round in your back. And the space across your shoulder blades. One more time, inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, dropping the belly one more time. And on your exhale, curling your toes, pushing the hips back towards the sky, coming into your first down dog of the day. Generous bend in your knees. You pedal out the feet. Rock the hips back and forth. As your head drapes heavily in between your elbows, gaze towards the back of your mat. Tuning back into your breath, relaxing wherever you may be, holding wherever you may feel tension. Ease into this pose. Inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Really bending into those knees. Head hangs heavy towards the earth. If you grab the elbows for ragdoll. Finding stillness. Really paying attention to the sensation in your body. Inhale, come up to a half lift. Flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, walking all the way out to a plank position. Holding this here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, dropping the knees, mat width apart, pushing back into a wide child's pose. Sits bones, yearning for your heels. Utilize your props as needed. Then you tuck your blanket under your tailbone. A gentle invitation to take this resting pose at any time throughout your practice. Anytime you need to come back to your intention, may you find rest here. Inhale, we're going to come back into down dog to that tabletop. So hands and knees, curling your toes, and then exhale, pushing back your down dog. Couple breaths here. Inhale, finding your way back to that forward fold at the back of your mat. Holding deeply, feeling the stretch. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, crawling back out to that plank pose. Holding for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Finding that child's pose. Knees come mat width apart, pushing back, tenting the fingers, pressing your head into the earth. Maybe roll that forehead back and forth. Awakening your third eye, that intuition, trusting yourself throughout this practice. You are right where you're meant to be. And inhale, come back up through that tabletop position. Exhale, curling the toes back into that down dog. Maybe your heels come a little bit closer to the earth, bending into the knees. Breath. Walking back one more time to that forward fold at the back of your mat. Hanging here, maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe wrap the arms around the backs of the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold to that plank one more time. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Child's pose. Paying attention to the way that heart feels, beating in your chest. You start to awaken a little more. The prana flowing through you. On your inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale back to that down dog. This time, look forward in between your hands, walk your way to the front of your mat, taking that forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepping back with your right foot, lowering your right knee down to the earth, uncurling those toes, rising up to the lunge. Finding stillness here. Your hips yearning towards the front of the mat. Thighs pulling in towards each other. Knees stacked over your ankle. One more deep breath. Inhale. Your exhale, we're going to fold into a half split. Blocks are nearby. Please grab them as we start to yearn back. Our hips back towards our right leg. Our right foot. Finding the stretch in the left side body. Flexing those toes. Paying attention to the sensation wherever you may feel it. Knowing you can back out at any time. We're here to love our bodies. One more breath. Inhale, come back forward into that little lunge. Taking a twist on the left side. Right hand, place on the earth, left arm. Reaching for the sky. Maybe your gaze follows up to your fingers. Exhale, left hand back down. Stepping right foot up to meet the left and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back the left foot this time. Lowering the knee to the earth, uncurling the toes, rising up to your lunge. Knowing at any time if your arms are tired, you can place them at your heart center. Paying attention that your knee is stacked over your ankle. One more inhale. On your exhale, fold into that half split. Using your blocks to bring the earth closer if needed. Flexing the right toes, feeling the sensation up the right side body. One breath. Inhale as you release, coming forward into that low lunge, left hand firmly on the earth, right arm swooping up for the twist. Y'all are doing great. Breath. Exhale, right hand down to the earth, the left foot meets the right at the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up into a chair pose. Knees stacked over ankles, arms at your ears, shoulders relaxed, releasing tension wherever you may feel it in your body. Sinking back, tailbone sinking back. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. As you bring the right foot back, pivot into a wide leg forward fold. Bring your block if needed. Gentle bend in the knees as you begin to fold forward. Maybe grab from those big toes. Maybe place the hands under your body as you really fold even more. Finding stillness. And to your backside body. One more breath. You're doing great. Inhale. We're going to come up halfway lift, straighten out that back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, and ease your body over to the right side, coming into a half squat. Heel can be on the earth, firmly planted. pulling down. Feeling the stretch through your left side body. Hands can place at heart center on the earth. Inhale, crawling your way back up to that wide-legged forward fold as you fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turning towards the front of your mat, dropping that right knee back to the earth, coming to a lizard lunge. Heel toeing your left foot out to the outside of your left hand. Staying up, energetically letting that left knee drape towards the left. Taking your block if needed. Coming in a little bit further if it's in your practice. Tuning into the sensation. Knowing it's okay to back out if it's too much. Otherwise, finding space here. Breathing. More breath. Inhale, placing your hands firmly underneath you. Heel toeing that left foot in between your hands. Curling your right toes up to the earth. We're going to rise up to a crescent lunge. Option to take low lunge with knees still on the earth if that feels better in your body. One more breath here. Exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Right to meet left at the top. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale into that chair pose. Arms energetically reaching for the earth. I'm sorry, for the sky. Placing them at your heart. Zipping those arms back up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold as you pivot that left foot back to the left side of your mat. Coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Softening the knees. Letting your head fall towards the earth. Utilizing your props as needed. Paying attention that you're not holding anywhere else in your body. Just relax. Tuning into the sensation. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lift. And exhale, fold to your right. Finding that half squat. Heel can come up, stay down. Using your blocks, bring the earth closer if needed. Stretch. Left side body. Bring your hands to your heart. That's in your practice. Come for the bind. One more breath. Now bringing yourself back up into that wide leg forward fold. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale as you find your way to the top of the mat. Heel toeing that right foot out to the right side of your hand. Coming down into that lizard lunge. Left foot comes down to the earth, top of the foot. Block, bringing the earth a little closer. Holding in as your right leg drapes towards the earth. Tuning into the sensation. You don't want any pinching or intense pulling. Backing out at any time. Doing great. Your breath. Inhale, come back to your intention, come back to your breath. Exhale as you place your hands firmly underneath you, heel toeing the right foot back in between your hands, Curling the left toes, coming up for that high crescent lunge, or low lunge, left knee on the earth. Taking a couple breaths here. Paying attention that your knee is stacked over your ankle. Milling the hands down, left to the right, fold. Left, exhale, fold. Inhale, swooping your arms up overhead, taking up space, gathering in the energy. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to take a moment here, placing your hands over your heart. You close your eyes. Taking a brief moment of gratitude for your body. Tapping back into that intention. We're going to move a little bit more. Inhale, we're going to swoop our arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back to warrior one. So toes at a 45-degree angle to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Gazing powerfully over your left fingers. And inhale, flip that left hand, pulling forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, coming into reverse side angle, swooping that arm up overhead. Paying attention that we're not dumping into our right side body. Our left. Energetically feeling that energy from the back side of our foot, coursing all the way up to the top of our fingers. Inhale, swooping the hands back down, windmilling them down to the earth, twisting to the left fingers coming up towards the sky. Inhale, placing the hands back on the earth, coming back into a plank pose. You have a couple options here. From your plank, you can simply come back into down dog. You may drop your knees, coming through vinyasa, lowering our upper body down to the earth, gently coming up to baby cobra as our tailbone shoots towards the back of the mat. Finding your way from here back into down dog. Option to take whatever vinyasa feels good in your practice, whether it's coming from plank, straight back to down dog, a full expression of chaturanga. Maybe you move through tabletop. Whatever way suits your body in this practice. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, finding its way in between our hands, twisting the left foot back down, coming up into warrior one on the right. Inhale, exhale, open up, gazing over those right fingers. Inhale, flipping that right palm, coming forward, reversing your warrior. Exhale to extended side angle. Really paying attention to the energy coursing up your left side body. Paying attention not to dump into the right side. Keeping the strength there. One breath. Inhale, exhale, windmill your hands down to the earth, bringing the left to hit the right. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swooping the arms up overhead. We're going to go through that 3 times. I'm going to cue you through one more time. The last 2 times, we're going to take it on our own breath at whatever pace suits your body. So inhale, swooping the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, stepping back the right foot. Inhale, rising to your warrior one. Opening to warrior two on an exhale. Inhale, flipping that left palm, reversing your warrior. Exhale, coming into extended side angle. Taking a moment here to notice the energy running up your right side body. Inhale, release. Take your vinyasa, whatever you need to make it back to down dog. When you're ready, reaching the right leg up for the sky. Exhaling it in between your hands. Coming up. Warrior one. Exhale, open into warrior two. Inhale, flipping the right hand. Exhale, come back, reverse your warrior. Coming into extended side angle. Taking a moment to feel the energy of the left side body. Couple breaths. And exhale, windmilling your hands back down, left to meet the right, and fold. Inhale, half lift. Fold. And inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, fold. All right, yogis, 2 more times on your own pace. I will meet you back in Tadasana and mountain pose when you've finished your 2 rounds. So on an inhale, scoop your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. So you're doing beautifully. Take whatever vinyasa you may need, whatever feels correct in your body, as you move to the opposite side. Beautiful job, yogis. Good job. Let's take one more round. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping the right leg back. Inhale up to that powerful warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the hand, coming back, reverse your warrior. Rolling into an extended side angle. Feeling that energy. And lay your hands back down, taking your vinyasa. Right leg up. Warrior one. Exhale. Warrior two. Warrior. Side angle. Windmill your hands down. Left to meet the right. Hold. All the way up, bringing the energy down to your heart. When you reach that strong mountain pose, placing your hands to the side of your body. Fingers stretched wide, maybe you close your eyes. Paying attention to your breath. Feeling that prana moving through you, coursing through you. Reflecting on that intention, joy, peace, surrender, presence. Maybe it was just simply movement. Whatever it is, so get back in for just a moment. Shaking out whatever thoughts creeped in. Ready to take deep inhale through your nose. All the way up. And then let it go. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Zipping all the way up, holding it, holding it, holding it, letting it out. One more in through your nose. Filling in low belly, mid belly, lungs, traveling all the way up, sipping in, holding it at the top, opening your mouth. Let it go. You close your eyes, flutter them back open. Coming in, we're going to swoop our arms up overhead as we begin to slow it back down. Draping over, falling into that forward fold. Taking a moment here, noticing how it may feel different in your body. Letting your head hang. Maybe you shake your head no, nod your head yes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back into that low lunge again on the right side. So your right knee comes to the earth, left top of your foot down, rising. This time, let's keep our hands at our heart. Slowing back down. On your next exhale, we're going to come back in. So inhale, exhale into the half splits again. Maybe this time your hands reach for the earth and you don't need those blocks. Whatever it may be, keeping your spine straight, gaze forward. Breathing into the sensation. Beginning to let our heart rate come back down. One more breath. Forward back into that low lunge, placing the hands on the earth, stepping that left foot back to meet the right in a high plank for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are doing great. 5. Dropping the right knee to the earth, kick standing it out, coming into a supported side plank. So left foot comes back to the mat, back in the mat, reaching the left arm up overhead. Invitation to come into full side plank if that is in your practice. One more breath here. On an exhale, hands find the earth. Coming back into that plank, pushing back into down dog. On an inhale, just stepping that right foot through to the top of your mat in between your hands, dropping that left knee to the earth and tucking the toes, coming in to that low lunge, heart set, hand center. Breathing deeply into that heart space, into your solar plexus. And inhale, exhale, come back into that half split. Noticing how it feels in your body this time. Paying no judgment to where you may be at. You are perfectly placed in this moment. More deep breath. Exhale. Coming forward, hands placing on the earth, curling those left toes right back to meet the left. Plank, 5 breaths. Option to take it on the knees if needed. So inhale. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, you're doing great. 5, lowering that right knee to the earth. Kickstanding, your left. Kickstanding it out to the left. Bringing the right toes to the back of the mat. Supported side plank on the left side. Option for full expression of the pose if it's in your practice. Finding stillness. Breath. Inhaling. Exhale, bringing the hand back down to the earth. Coming into a tabletop position. Pushing back into down dog. Finding stillness here for 3 breaths. And your head hang heavy in between your elbows. Heels yearning for the earth. Next inhale. In on the exhale to lower to the earth, to that wide leg, child's pose. Pushing back. Tailbone on the heels. Resting your head to the earth. Maybe shake that head back and forth again, tapping back into that intuition. More breaths here, slowing down. Letting your inhales pull in whatever you want to feel in this moment. And on your exhales, releasing whatever doesn't serve you today. Your next inhale, find your way back to down dog one more time. Between your hands, slowly crawling your way back up to the top of the mat. Taking one last forward fold. Bending into those knees, draping your torso over your thighs. Hands to the earth. Head hanging heavy. Just letting all those thoughts just pour out into the earth. Let it observe it. Absorb it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale into your chair pose, strong chair pose. Keeping knees stacked over ankles, all 4 corners of the feet rooted into the earth. Invitation to take your hands at heart center if your arms are tired and you want to slow down a little bit more. Otherwise, keep them energetically up. You're doing great. We're going to begin to slowly sink to the earth. Keeping yourself in this pose as long as possible. You're doing great. You're doing great. All the way down, release. Beautiful job. Coming in to a boat pose. We're going to shift back onto our tailbones. Maybe grab behind the thighs, keeping the knees bent. Generous bend in your knees. Hands can be on the back of your thighs. Lord, out in front of you. Taking one deep breath. We're going to do 5 crunches. So inhale in, exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Find that stillness. You're doing great. If the sensation is too much, simply place your feet on the ground, leaning back into that C curve. 4 more breaths. Beautiful job, releasing all the way down to your mat. Slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Letting the earth support you. Sinking in for just a minute. We're going to come into bridge pose. If you brought a block, you can take supported bridge. Otherwise, bring your feet up under, close to your sit bones. Maybe your fingertips touch your heels. As you slowly begin to push the feet into the earth, yearning the pelvis up towards the sky. Maybe you roll those shoulders in up under you. Maybe clasp the hands underneath. Paying attention that you're not dumping too far into that low back. You're going to take a supported bridge, placing that block right under the sacrum, letting the block hold you. Those of you taking the full expression of the pose, Take 3 cleansing breaths. At your own pace, release down to the earth when you're ready. Beautiful job. Those of you who've chosen to take the supported bridge, gently remove the block, rolling down to the earth. Taking a moment just to pay attention to how your body feels sinking into this space. Next inhale, we're going to take feet up the wall. If you have your strap, I invite you to grab that. If you need a minute, sometimes I use a tie, whatever you may need. If it's not necessary, we're going to simply bring our feet up towards the sky, keeping that lower back energetically placed into the earth. If you do not have a strap, please feel free to bend the knees as necessary, just to feel that gentle stretch of the back body. You can also grip lightly behind your thighs, finding stillness, finding your breath, keeping that low back firmly planted into the earth. Take 3 breaths here for me. That 3rd breath, just bring those knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Maybe you bring your forehead into your knees, really just squeezing your body in, maybe rocking back and forth, giving that spine a little bit of a massage. Inhale, exhale, releasing the feet back down to the earth, the head as well. We're going to take the right leg, cross it over the left. So right ankle coming over the left thigh. You're welcome to stay here in this supported figure 4. If you're searching for a deeper sensation, grab behind the left thigh, bringing in the right leg closer to the body, flexing the left toes to protect the knee. Keeping that low back, kissing the earth. Slowing down. Next exhale, bring that left foot back down to the earth, crossing the right on the left, draping the legs over to the left side, bringing your arms out to a T, glancing over that right side body. And that right shoulder yearn for the earth, feeling the twist on your spine. Bringing out whatever you may not want to take with you as we prepare to leave our mats. Inhale, coming back up, placing that right foot on the earth, taking the left, crossing over the right, coming into this reclined figure 4. Exhale, bringing that right foot down to the earth, crossing the left over the right, draping the legs to the right, coming into that reclined twist, glancing over your left shoulder. Inhale, finding your way back up, untwisting your legs, invitation to take any more final postures here before we settle into Shavasana. Maybe a plow pose, any inversions. Happy baby. Just a moment to take whatever else is in your practice. Really getting ready to settle in. When you're ready, I invite you to relax into the earth. Soften your gaze, close your eyes. Really beginning to settle into your space. Let's take one more collective deep breath in through our nose into that low belly, traveling up into the mid, all the way up into your lungs, pulling in every last little bit, holding at the top and exhale it out. Settling in, relaxing a little more. Dropping out of that thinking mind. Allowing whatever thoughts may arise during this time to come, but also letting them pass on their way, as this is your moment to be still. I will keep the time for you and we'll pull you out shortly. Enjoy your Shavasana. This is your invitation to stay in Shavasana as long as you may need. Rest as long as you are called for. If you are ready, you can gently begin moving your fingers, your toes, awakening yourself back to this space, bringing in any gentle movement. Maybe you stretch your arms up overhead and pull your knees back into your chest. Maybe you begin to softly blink those eyes back open or keep them closed. Whatever you're comfortable with in this moment. When you're ready, roll to your right or your left. Taking a moment in that gentle, comfortable fetal position. Coming back into this rebirth, When you're ready, sitting up, finding a gentle seat on your mat. If your eyes are still closed, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center. Taking a moment in gratitude for yourself, for this space. I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to take you through this class today. And I encourage you to take whatever you may need off your mat throughout the remainder of your day. Great job, yogis. Namaste.